So my name is Eric Galloway. I'm the studio manager here, and I coach classes as well.
Are you in charge of hiring?
I'm in charge of hiring. Unfortunately, if ever we have to, in charge of firing. In charge of team development and business generation, as well as overall studio operations. Yeah.
Okay, so most of our questions today are about the culture here and how the culture is sustained by the management owner. I'm gonna talk to the owner, and we have a lot of good information about that. But now I want to know from the hiring perspective, like, do you look for something in the employees to say, hey, they're gonna fit in good with the culture here?
Yeah.
And if you see something in the employees, prospective employees that say, they're not really gonna be a good fit for our culture here, do you weed people out in that way?
Yeah, definitely. So what we look for is people who have an obvious interest in fitness. So you were here earlier, and Libby, one of our front desk girls here, she actually started off as a member at Orangetheory, has an awesome transformation story, and you'll see that at a lot of Orangetheories. You're going to see some of the staff are former members because they've already bought into Orangetheory as a whole. But if they come from outside of that, what we look for is people, again, who have an affinity for fitness, but are great with people. So what we really look for is, can they interact with people? Do they have good people skills? Because a big part of what we do here is making people feel special, cared for, and like they're part of an overall community. And that takes somebody who's willing to be able to talk and show some care and concern for our members. So being good with people skills is a big one for us.
Cool, thank you. Is there an indoctrination process where you get the employees in and they learn about maybe the founders and their top 10 values or the values of the company, and then they kind of go through a process where you see that they're coming in line with that?
Yeah.
Before they're kind of full-fledged, like a probationary type period?
Yeah, so our probationary period for everybody is the first 2 months, and we leave that open because, like any place, they can say the right things, and then you get them in here, and it doesn't work out that way. So, but as far as back to your original part of the question, everybody who comes to Orangetheory, we're going to put them through training where we talk about company history, we talk about the founder Ellen Latham, we talk about the heart behind OTF, the overall mission statement and vision, what we look for, what our members should feel as they come in the door, what they should feel leaving through the door. All of that is part of their overall training when they join with us.
Okay, cool. Do you guys have any special names for different positions?
So depending on where you go studio-wise, I don't know where they got it from down here, but if you go to Stetson, they call the front desk folks MEMs. Anywhere else you go, they're called MCs. So that's their role name, but you'll never really hear us refer to them in studio as those things.
So it's kind of a derogatory type term. Is there?
It's not derogatory.
Okay.
It's just it's an encapsulation of their position, but it's not really used much around here because we don't ever address people like that. So
it's really just first name basis.
Yeah.
So there's no nicknames like captains or.
No, we have shift leads.
Okay.
Kit, who you spoke to earlier, she's a shift lead. But other than that, and assistant manager and studio manager, there's not any other titles beyond that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you feel that you have the same values as, say, the owner, as, say, the founder of the company? Is it kind of in line, or do you feel like you have maybe a subculture here, and then maybe the other Orangetheories that are out there with other franchises have different subcultures?
Subculture, no. Diversity within that culture, yes. Every studio, because of their staff, because of their coaches, because of the people that come to their door, they're going to have some variance in their culture, but subculture, no. Any Orangetheory fitness you go into, generally you're going to be treated like family. They're going to try to know you on a first name basis. Your workouts nationwide are going to be the same as far as on day wise. So on Tuesday or Sunday tomorrow, every Orangetheory in the nation is doing the same workout.
Okay.
So you're going to have a lot of those similarities, but there will be variances because one manager is different than the next, or one staff is different than the next. We have a young, vibrant staff that's very fun here. Other staffs might have a more serious staff, but subculture, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is your one word for the culture that you have here. You would sum it up.
Community. Community would sum up the culture here. When you come here, you're going to feel like you're part of a community. And you'll hear that from our members time and time again is we love how you take time to know our first names. And that's a big thing for us. We want to address people as they walk in. How are you, Mary? How was the day? We catch up on what's been going on in their life so much as we know it. And so when they come in, they feel like they're part of the community here. Yep.
Okay. And then the last question we have is do you feel that the culture that is perpetrated here is part of what has led to the success of Orangetheory?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So you guys were in here in a workout, and we don't have anything unique. We didn't create the treadmill, we didn't create the rower, we didn't create anything that's in there. You can go to any gym and you can find any one of these things happening, albeit separate. None of them have been brought together like this. But you have all this. What makes Orangetheory unique is the blending of all of them together, and then the sense of accomplishment and community that people feel when they walk in here. And you'll hear it time and time again, especially for first-time folks, where they say, I felt challenged, but I never felt defeated. And we give people permission to do that. We want you to know that we want this workout to be a success for you. We're not here to make people throw up. Whereas other gyms, you might walk in and they get, they're excited because 2 people were throwing up in their class. That's not our culture here. We want people to feel successful, to come back, be part of a community, and it has played into our success because we're also not the cheapest people in town.
Nope.
But you're paying for an overall experience, an awesome workout, but you're also paying for that community. People want to be part of something.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And so, yeah.
Very good. So I know your background is CrossFit, right?
No, my background is personal training.
Okay.
And sales outside of here in different industries. Yeah.
Never CrossFit?
Never CrossFit, no.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
You mentioned it, and we'd heard somewhere that you were into CrossFit before, and I know that this would be a total departure from that when you said you don't make people throw up.
Yeah. I used to run boot camps before.
Okay.
And again, every culture is different. I work for a different business out in California that is a growing group training type place, and that's part of their culture is the harder the better. That's not what we do here, and to me, I think it's better. We train people smart. We train people based on science, and those things go a long way when we're talking about overall well-being and results.
Cool. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.